Hi friends, Cole here. Thank you for joining me in my home studio in Australia. Home's still a strange word for me. Being a traveler my whole life, most of my life, moving around, having a place to land and ground and anchor has been quite new. This came with a little bit of a learning curve, but I'm really enjoying it, so welcome. And on that same tip, you know, anchoring doesn't necessarily have to mean a physical space, So for many years while traveling, my anchor was my yoga mat. It's something that I came back to, that I would unroll all over the world, wherever I was. So while my outer world was changing all the time, I had this space to check in with myself, this space that stayed steady. And while everything was changing, my body was changing, my moods were changing, how I could move was shifting all the time, the space, the container stayed. I like to call it like my magic carpet, these four corners of my mat. I've learned so much about myself on here. And I really consider it my anchor point. And we can create anchors with the breath. No matter what's going on, the breath is always there. We can come back and anchor into the present moment. And how can we find that within ourselves? So, the mat really is just arbitrary. And can I find that within myself? Can I stop, pause, check in? That's really what we're looking for. Inner refuge, an inner anchor. So I invite you to reflect on what have been your anchors in the past. What have you taken refuge in the past? Sometimes they don't work out. False refuges. So I think it's an interesting exploration. So maybe give that a thought. Maybe journal on that a little bit later on. And today we'll practice anchoring in, first just to ourselves on the mat, but also to the breath throughout the practice. How regardless of how we're moving, anything that's going on, we can anchor in to the breath, the present moment. I want to show you a mudra, Apanamudra. So we're going to take the thumb and the middle two fingers and put them together. It's kind of like the Texas Longhorns. And Apanamudra, you can place them on the lap, on the knees, whatever feels natural. This is a purification mudra. And purification in the sense of what is in between me and the present moment. Can we clear that away? So whatever worry, rumination, what is in between me and settling in to my anchor? Often these are worry, rumination, what will happen in the future? Why did I say that thing I said in the past? So many different ways that criticism, self-criticism. These things that take us away from being able to check in, to center, to anchor. So if there's been something that's been coming up that's been in the way between you and presence, you and your anchor, then you can think of that here for a moment, closing the eyes down. Purifying and kind of clearing that clutter away so that we're able to, and you're able to, touch into presence with yourself. Whether you'd like to see your anchor as your mat, as your practice, your space, or just your breath. Place to recalibrate and align. A few more rounds of breath here. Apanamudra, for clearing out what's in between you and you in presence. And bringing the hands to heart center, we will move and breathe. Inhale, arms come up, push up, heavy air. And exhale, hands, heart center. So moving with resistance. Inhale, lift up like you're pushing up through molasses. And exhale, same thing. Press hand into hand, pull down slow. Once more like this. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, we're going to twist towards the right. Left hand outside the right knee, right hand tinted up behind. Press down through your sit bones, reach through the crown of the head, pull the heart center forward. So getting really long in the spine. I like to press the right hand in, or the left hand into the right leg, gives me a little bit more twist. And then bend the back elbow, so you have some buoyancy there. And the left arm can come up, and we'll take a little bit of a heart opener here. So you can pull the heart center forward, gaze up. If you'd like to lift your hips here, you can, or you can leave them down. And exhale, hands, heart center. Let's do this on the other side. Inhale, lift the arms up, gaze up. And exhale towards the left. Right hand pushes into the left thigh to help you twist around. Back hand tinted up. Long spine, heart center open. Let the breath flow through the body. And then bend the back elbow a little bit as the right arm comes up. So you're still twisted. If you'd like to lift the hip slightly, you can as well. And exhale, center. Roll over the knees into tabletop position. And take a moment just to wiggle around. Maybe roll the shoulders, circle the hips. A couple rounds of breath. And come to tabletop, shoulders over wrist, hips over the knees, and extend the right leg out and actually bend the knee. So we're just going to extend it back, but bend the knee. And we're going to take some big hip circles from the inside out. And then so pull the knee up towards the elbow, towards the midline, and then back. Yeah, so it might be kind of feel like the opposite way. You can pull the belly towards the spine to help engage it. So that's just not a visual cue, but an energetic cue, just to kind of turn on the bandhas there. And then once more, inhale, open. And then exhale, you're going to bring the right foot on the outside of the hands. The hips can come forward, hands can come forward. So just pouring the hips forward. Steady breath. And then walk the hands back so that they're closer to the right foot. And we're going to take, now I can't remember what, jaguar curl. Yeah, forgetting what I'd heard that it was called. So buoyancy in the elbows, yeah? You can bring the hips back a little bit. Tuck the chin to the chest, and as if you were going to touch your forehead down towards the ground, we're going to go down, 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 like you're ducking under a fence, and then curl up head first, then heart opens. Push into the hands so the hips come back, and then again, we're going to duck down. And then inhale, open heart, open throat, press into the ground. Exhale, come back again. Down and up. Once more. Kind of push back and then curl down and up. Tuck the back toes. Exhale, press, lengthen the legs. So you're in a pyramid pose with the hands on the inside of the right foot here. And then bend into the right knee, bend the elbows. We're going to do jaguar curl from this space. So coming down, dropping heart, inhale, up and open, and exhale, lengthen both legs so they come long. Exhale, bend the elbows, let the heart sink down, open up, and exhale, pyramid variation. Once more. Ducking down, jaguar curl, up, open, and exhale, pyramid. Now we're gonna walk the hands, walk the torso over towards the left. So we're in a wide leg forward fold. Toes slightly in, heels slightly out, bend the knees, wiggle the booty, let the torso be heavy. So as if you were just pouring out the top of the head, just letting that clutter go, any worry, any rumination. Setting it to the side, the to-do lists. And I like to shift the weight a little bit, find a little bit of buoyancy, maybe even a little bit of vibration or shake. Take one big audible exhale, inhale, and let it out. Beautiful. Inhale, halfway lift, press the hands down into the ground, and we're gonna come over towards the left side. So back of the mat, downward facing dog. And bring the knees down, tabletop. Take about 3 rounds of breath and come back into the wiggle, exploration, curious breath here, moving in tabletop. Maybe you'll find some creaks and some pops. I tend to always get them in my shoulders. Just moving around, making some space. And then bring your gaze down to your fingertips. Really press them down wide and press the fingertips really firmly into the mat. And lift the left leg up. And again, we're gonna come to the outside in. So begin to take some circles. It might feel like it's the opposite way. That's fine, good to put new movement patterns in the body. So a couple more like this, engaging the core. And then take the left foot and step it on the outside of the left hand. You can walk the hips forward slightly and walk the hands forward slightly. And we'll stay here for just a moment, breathing. Energetically draw the left heel and the right knee together. See how that serves and how that changes the pose. Notice that the shoulders are really close up to the ears. You can roll them down and back. And then bring the hands inside the left foot. And we're gonna take this jaguar curl here. So we'll take it with the knee down first. Bring the head down as if you were gonna touch it to the ground. Coming up under the fence, open heart, open throat. Shift the hips back. Twice more like this. Pressing into the hands as you lift up. Shift the hips back. And again. This time lengthen, pick up the back knee, lengthen both of the legs, staying here for a moment, this pyramid variation. And then we'll move into jaguar curl from this space. So bending the front leg, head comes down, duck up underneath and open, exhale pyramid. Inhale, duck low, come up, and exhale pyramid. Once more. Inhale, duck low, come up, really push into the hands as you surface, and exhale, pyramid. Wide leg forward fold again. So this time coming over towards the left. Again, pouring out, imagining, releasing, letting go, maybe turning the palms up here, or maybe taking the mudra again. Apanamudra. Whichever one feels better, the open palms or the purification mudra. And plant the hands down, push into the earth to lift halfway up, and then back around to the top of the mat. Downward facing dog. Inhale, the right leg lifts, and exhale, step in between the thumbs. Back knee plants. Inhale, lift the torso, one breath. And exhale, plant the hands. Inhale, L shape, left foot is long. And exhale, curl in, knee to nose. Kind of in this little crouching. Inhale, L shape, extend long, lift the heart. And exhale, curl it all in. Once more, inhale, L shape, and exhale, left foot comes off the right side of the mat, bend both of your knees, curtsy pose, draw the arms back, pull back on the right hip crease. You could even do so with your right thumb if you'd like. That'll change this for you a little bit. And then inhale, the hands swoop down, shift the weight into your right leg, come up to one leg mountain. Left leg is up, arms are up. And exhale, figure four, left ankle over the right knee and sink low. Hands at heart center. Look at something that's not moving and send the booty back a little bit. Heart comes towards the thumbs. Thumbs press back into the heart. Bring the hands down, the prayer pose down, and then forward and up. So you're in one leg mountain again. And then exhale, we're going to shift into airplane. So the hands go back. The left leg goes back. Bend the standing leg, and we're going to step left foot to the back of the mat. Bring the back knee down. Inhale, lift the arms up, Anjaneyasana. And exhale, plant the hands down, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Let's do this on the other side. And exhale, step in between the thumbs. Back knee plants. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, press into the front foot slightly. And exhale, plant the hands down. Big step into the left foot, L shape with the right foot. Hands can be on blocks. This is a great place for hands on blocks. Exhale, bend both knees, tuck nose to the knees. Inhale, L shape. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, L shape. Yeah, that block was really supportive. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, L shape. Got a little burn on the left side here. And exhale, curtsy pose. The right foot over towards the left side. Bend both knees. Hands wave back. Pull back on the left hip crease. Oof, feels good. We're going to shift into one leg mountain. So begin to push into the left foot as the arms come up. Right knee comes up. Woo! And if you lose your balance, just come back in. No worries. And ankle over the knee, sit back, figure four. So if you have some like shaking in the muscles, it's the body trying to figure out where it is in space. It's creating new patterns. So come with a curious, playful attitude. You got to lose your balance to find it. So all good, all in service. Bring the hands down. We're going to shift the arms forward as we come back up, one leg mountain, inhale. And exhale, airplane. Right leg moves back as the arms go back as well. The heart tips down. Inhale here. Exhale, bend the standing leg. The right foot finds the back of the mat. Come all the way down to the knee. Inhale, lift the arms up, Anjaneyasana. And exhale, plant the hands, downward facing dog. Inhale, wave forward plank pose. And exhale, the knees come down, bring them wide on the mat, and sit the hips back. Inhale, lift the arms up. And exhale, twist towards the right. Inhale, stay twisted, left arm lifts up, slight back bend, maybe the hips lift. And exhale, hips sit back, hands to heart center. Other side. Inhale, lift the arms up. And exhale, twist towards the left. Inhale, right arm lifts up. Maybe the hips lift. And exhale, hands to heart center. Downward facing dog. We'll do this sequence again, and you know where we're going. Feel how the pattern gets placed into the body. So inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step in between the thumbs. Plant the back knee down, Anjaneyasana, inhale, lift. Press into the front foot as you come up. Allow that momentum and that strength to help you. Exhale, plant the hands down or to blocks. L shape, big step up with the right foot. And exhale, curl it in, knee towards the nose, both knees bent. Inhale, press and lengthen, L shape. Exhale, curl it in. Once more, move with breath. Inhale, find space, lengthen L shape. And exhale, curtsy pose. Step off the side of the mat. Send the hands back as the heart center reaches forward. Inhale, scoop down and press up, one leg mountain. Exhale, figure four. Inhale, stay here, lift the heart up. And exhale, sink the hips. Inhale here. Exhale, bring the prayer pose down. And inhale, lift it up, one leg mountain. Exhale, airplane pose. Leg goes back, heart comes forward. Inhale, stay here. Exhale, bend the standing leg, reach the left foot back, knee comes down. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, press into the front foot as you come up. And exhale, plant the hands down, downward facing dog. One breath in and one breath out. Inhale, lift the left leg up. And exhale, step in between the thumbs, bring the back knee down. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. And exhale, plant the hands to the floor or to a block as you come forward, L shape. Exhale, curl it all in. Pour the head out. Inhale, lengthen, L shape. Exhale, curl in and pour out. Inhale, press and lengthen, L shape. And exhale, curtsy pose off the left side of the mat. Arms and booty go back as the heart center pulls forward. Even the neck is lengthening here. Inhale, swoop the arms down to lift up, one leg mountain. So big press into the left foot. And exhale, figure four. Inhale, heart center lifts. And exhale, sink the hips. Inhale here. And exhale, hands go down, woo-hoo, shaky, shaky. And inhale, come up, one leg mountain. Exhale, airplane. One inhale. Bend the standing leg. The exhale brings the right foot towards the back of the mat, back knee plants. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, plant the hands, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose, wave forward. And exhale, come all the way down to the ground. So you can bring the knees down or however you'd like to get there. And let's bring the hands wide into a T. Bring a cheek to the floor, whichever side. Wiggle the hips out. Lengthen the toes back as far as you can towards the back of the mat. And give it another little wiggle. Feel your heartbeat. Anchor into your breath. Or more literally feeling like we're anchoring into our mat right now. Really being here in the body, in the breath, on the mat. Bring the left hand, bend the left arm, and bring the hand into the earth. Lift the left leg. Well, bend the left knee as well. I could have said that a little bit more suave-like. And we're going to press into the earth and twist over. So some options. You can have the left leg bent, have the toes touching. Another thing you can do is leave the left leg long and let it reach back and over. So a couple different things probably happening here. Probably feeling it in the right shoulder. And I'm feeling it in my low back as well. Getting like a kind of reverse twist here. Steady breath. Maybe coming back to our beginning reflection of what is in between me and presence. What is in between you and you. And just noticing how the practice was. How present did you feel? Roll to center and we'll switch sides. So bend right elbow, right leg, and shift back. One thing that I love about flow is that it brings me, especially kind of creative sequencing, creative vinyasa, is that it brings me into presence because I'm like, where am I going next? What is happening here? Ooh, this feels good. Like there's a present moment action happening that needs my awareness. And rolling back center. Press the hands down, shift back into hips to heels. And I think and just take a moment to come back into your breath here. We can learn so much through movement. Training our mind to stay present, to watch, to observe. We can also learn so much through stillness. And we'll get still in just a moment. Hands to heart center. We'll do this once more. Inhale, lift the arms up. And exhale, take a twist towards the right. Inhale, the left arm lifts. You can lift the hips up if you'd like. And exhale, sink the hips down, hands, heart center, once more on the other side. Inhale, arms lift, gaze up. And exhale, twist towards the left. Inhale, right arm lifts, maybe the hips lift. And exhale, hands, heart center. Come back into Apanamudra, if that felt good for you. Thumbs, middle fingertips touch. Palms up on the lap. Closing the eyes down and letting the eyelids be heavy. So we learn about ourselves through movement. We learn about ourselves through stillness. And here in stillness, we get to watch. What are the proclivities of the mind? Where do I most often run off to? We'll take just 5 rounds of breath here. And I invite you to try to trace the breath in, all the way in, and all the way out 5 times. It sounds very easy. And then also notice how the mind tries to run and where it goes to, even just in 5 breaths. So let's begin. And coming out of the counting and noticing if you're thinking about what was happening after this, or if you were doing it right, or, oh, I'm doing it wrong. I started thinking about dinner. And so it's just interesting how quickly we run from presence. So I invite you to reflect on this a bit. And using any of these tools, the movement, the stillness, the mudra, the breath. And this is all just in service of getting to know ourselves a bit better, befriending ourselves. So thank you for being on this journey with me in this class. And thanks for letting me be part of your practice. Let's bring our hands together, thumbs at the third eye. And we'll bow forward together and say namaste. Thanks, y'all. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you on your mat next time. Please like and subscribe. It really helps get these classes and this yoga medicine to more people. Ciao.